Welcome to Stop Wasting Your Wine, a wine review podcast dedicated to helping you discover great wines with great value for every occasion. I'm Aaron, and this is the best damn wine show there is. And as always, I'm joined by Joel and Colin, and we are in week 3 of our sexy bottle, but good wine for under $30 challenge. Gentlemen, how you doing? Are you feeling excited?
Last. I'm so excited. I'm so confident.
Are you?
I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
Yeah, Joel's pick is just chalked with red flags.
How dare you, sir?
It is a bottle wrapped in a red flag, which I didn't think was sexy, but, you know, who knows?
What are you talking about?
I will say, Joel might have gone a little too heavy on the sexy. But there is also, you know, if this wine, it does happen. That's one thing I say about Joel. He sometimes just goes a little too heavy on the sexy. You know, look at that.
I don't know if this bottle is like a sexy bottle. It's just sex. Like, it's just like,
I think it's sexier than sex. It's 75% of the word. There's no question that it is the sexiest bottle. I'll hold my argument, but look at that thing. It's covered in just promiscuous lipstick. It's called Forbidden Kiss. Come on. Those are the sexiest kinds of kisses too. The forbidden ones. Ooh. What?
Joel wins on sexiness. Let's be honest. I mean, I haven't gotten into it. The more I looked at mine and just a week of my wife pounding me about how unsexy it was, I'm just gonna say I'm glad the wine was as good as it was.
Yeah, that was the savior for years. I am hoping that I don't have a exact opposite situation here. We'll get into everything, but there's some things that made me think maybe it could be good and sexy. Yeah. We'll see.
All right. Well, you know, let's not delay it anymore. I mean, we have so much we could say, but Joel, why don't you tell us a little bit about what are we getting ourselves into here? Obviously, the bottle is a lot going on the outside, but what's going on the inside?
On the inside, we've got the Forbidden Kiss sparkling red wine. Ooh. Now, this is Gamay, 100% Gamay. That's a good grape, guys. And this is from the region of Beaujolais. That's a good region, guys. This comes in with an ABV of 7.5%. And you can pick this up for about $15.
On its surface,
yeah,
there might be something good here. You know, we're Beaujolais, we're Gamay. Well, you know, it could be something that's fun and fruity and interesting. So, you know, I'm hoping that's what we're diving into.
Yeah,
I gotta say, when I poured this glass, it scared the crap out of me.
First of all, that's a hefty pour, which I respect.
Well,
Secondly,
I just poured a little bit
dark.
more into it right now just to get the bubbles. Like, there's something about the dark red bubbly wine that just sexy. Like startles me.
It's a very
it is
a deep red, right?
It's a goblet of it. It's like blood. It's just like,
but Joel, why did you pick this besides the sexy bottle? But give it to us.
Besides the sexy bottle, you know, obviously you look at this thing, and while it is dripping just with sexiness, sometimes I can see why you think that's a red flag. Colin, I think you said that might be a red flag. I thought the same thing, but then I started looking. I mean, just those facts that we just went through. You know, I mean, I do love a Gamay. You know, I know we're not like crazy about Beaujolais, but it's a extremely well recognized region that specializes in Gamay. So, you know, I thought maybe there's a chance here. And I at least knew, I mean, truly, and over the last 2 weeks, I've been more and more confident in this. I knew there wasn't going to be anything better to win the sexy part. So I at least knew I had that. And I'm, you know, it's a 50-50 on the quality of the wine. I have no idea.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And this is Ancestral method sparkling wine, which it's more like a pet nat than it would be traditional or even tank methods. So there's a lot of really interesting stuff about this bottle of wine, how it's going to translate, that is yet to be seen.
All right, well, I mean, we can keep guessing or we can find out. So let's give it a smell and let's see what we got.
Let's do it.
Tastes tastes like wine.
All right, gentlemen. Colin, why don't you start us off? What are you getting on the nose? Something really sexy, Colin?
It's gonna be good, guys.
Oh,
I can't wait to
God.
drink this.
Sexy is not how I would describe this. It kind of smells like Beaujolais Nouveau. This brings me back to a lot of those that I've had in the past. Very candied. Like for me, and I might be crazy on this one, but I'm getting like candied banana, almost Runts hard candy banana, which I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on there, but then just some like.
It's not what you want to hear when you're smelling a wine.
Not a good start. Not a good start. But then just some like red fruit, some pretty nondescript red fruit.
Remember those little red boxes of raisins that you would eat when you were a kid?
Yes.
Yeah,
still
sure.
do. I still
Like,
so many.
Very specifically getting like the raisiny smell in there. Like that's getting raisins.
It is very grapey.
Let me throw one more thing at you.
Please.
I'm getting like a cherry cola situation. A little cherry Coke in there.
I get, but like very syrupy, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not like, it's almost like the machine was completely out of bubbles and you just get that like overly intense syrup.
Yeah. I would like to point out, no added sugar in this. All the sugar naturally from the fruit. Okay?
Sure. No, that's good.
Come on, guys.
That's
gonna be good.
Style points.
Yeah.
I don't.
All right. Let's take a sip.
Wow. I want some more of that.
Joel, you did it.
Yep, I think so.
You did it.
And since you're enjoying it so much, I would love to hear what you're enjoying about this.
Sure.
Yeah, what are you getting, Joel?
Might need a minute.
Yeah? Really dig around in there.
I really feel like the syrupiness that we called out is coming through. Nondescript red fruit that you called out, Colin, is coming through. Very candy situation. I'll stop there. Let you guys rag on it a little bit because I know you're just waiting to do it. Go ahead.
I really like Barks root beer. It's like my go-to soda if I'm going to a drive-through. I like it out of like a fountain. Sometimes when I'm on a road trip and it sits in the ice for like a really long time, and you take a sip after you've been driving for 2 hours, and it's just been completely watered down, and it's just a flat soda that's half water. That's what I'm getting.
I wish this were a little watered down. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah,
like this is like soda water syrup. Like I don't know. I am.
What the thing we're missing here is acid, right? Just from there's a lot we're missing here, but structurally, what we're missing here is acid because
and wine.
It's just all syrup. When we've had sweet wines in the past, I'm thinking the Takai or the ice wine that had the blazing acidity to match that sweetness. This is just sweet and it's cloying and it's syrupy and it's strange. So it's very structurally imbalanced from that point of view. Also, the bubbles aren't helping. I was hoping maybe the liveliness of sparkling wine would maybe help cut through some of that, but the Ancestral method has such unaggressive bubbles, I would say, that they're not helping either. So it's kind of missing all the things that you'd want to balance out that sweetness, and it just has those candied fruit. I think honestly, like for me, candied banana still holds through, which is not great. And then you're right, just nondescript red fruit.
I have a question.
Yes.
Because Gamays are typically like pretty light, right? I mean, like pretty approachable. And if this truly has no additional sugar put in here, where is that coming from? Like what is going? It's just super ripe fruit. What's going on? That's it?
Yeah, yep, that's it. Super ripe fruit. And then with the ancestral method, it just doesn't ferment out all the sugar, which is how this is made. So it just leaves a lot to be desired, which also leads to
That's interesting.
the low ABV too. This is 7.5%. So just not a lot of fermentation happened.
I'm
which
not even
leads
getting
to,
drunk.
Yeah.
No.
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 You don't.
No.
Well, if you drink the whole thing, maybe.
No,
You get a little buzz, but I don't know.
7.5%.
Yeah. So there's.
Let's hold our reviews. Let's hold our reviews.
As desired as the label makes me feel,
yes.
the wine leads a little bit for something to be desired.
Damn it.
Oh my.
Okay.
All right. Guys.
Let's give it a minute. It might open up.
Maybe this wine will improve as it warms up. Maybe this wine will move as it flattens.
This wine that is suggested to be served extremely cold. Let's warm it up. And see if it's better.
Yeah, maybe mine will be cold. Let's keep moving. Anything else? Anything else you want to call out about this wine? The structure, the taste, the experience.
No.
The trauma.
It's not that bad. It's not that. I mean, it's not that good, but it's not that bad. Okay, right. Reviewing. Sorry. Go ahead.
Save it for the review.
Yeah.
All right. Let's learn a little something.
Time to drop some knowledge. Wine drops.
All right, so we've been to Beaujolais before, and we know this is Gamay from Beaujolais. But what I want to clarify is how this version fits into what people already think Gamay is.
Yeah, so most people know Gamay as a light, refreshing red wine, which is what I was hoping we'd get here tonight. You know, what changes with this bottle specifically is the sparkling method we talked about. This is Ancestral method sparkling wine. So that shifts away from the tannins and the structure, and it kind of brings things more towards the fruit flavor, the easy drinkability of a wine like this, and those really nice bubbles that you get with the Ancestral method.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was going for with this one, right? I mean, there's a lot to, I think, like in a Gamay, and a lot that would lend itself to a sparkling wine, right? Kind of taking all of those bright berry flavors and making them feel lighter and lifted. And, you know, bubbles always make something a little bit more fun, and keeping the alcohol a little bit lower. And like, to me, all of that should come together to make a really nice experience.
So in the perfect world, if everything had gone the way it was supposed to go, this would have taken an already easygoing grape like Gamay and made it even lighter and more fun.
That is correct.
Yeah, which is why I was actually excited to get into this, because it had all of the building blocks for an awesome bottle of wine. And part of what makes Gamay so great is that it's famously from Beaujolais. So Joel, what is it about Beaujolais that works so well for Gamay?
Yeah, I think it's that fresh fruit forwardness that, you know, should really make a sparkling wine feel very lively and very fresh. And one thing too about Gamay is it lends itself to not needing a lot of manipulation. So, you know, all of that should really, I think, come together, especially in a ancestral method sparkling wine, to make it a really nice experience.
Yeah, so it's less about changing the grape and more just about letting it do what it already does really well.
That's exactly it. Yeah, let just kind of the natural elements of the grape kind of shine through to be really well balanced, to be refreshing, and ideally not weighted down with lots of sugar. So takes us right into, I think, how is this actually made, and how does the ancestral method play into things? You might remember we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. Ancestral method is, you know, it sounds technical, but it's really the exact opposite of that. It's super simple. The wine is bottled before fermentation finishes. Everything happens within the bottle, and that's really where, you know, there's no secondary fermentation. There's nothing. It's all happening in the bottle.
Right. So, I mean, like, we've learned the basics is like there's a correlation between like alcohol and sugar, right? And so if there's nothing added at all, the alcohol is going to stay low. So, you know, the alcohol content of this is 7.5%, and all you're going to get is the natural grape sweetness. That's all that's going to be there. And since there's no additives, nothing else going on, you're not going to get as much of the, the toasty, bready flavors. And all you're going to get is what is naturally coming from the grape itself.
Yeah. And it's not, it's not something that's supposed to be a deep thinker. It's not supposed to be super complex. It's supposed to be pretty darn straightforward.
Right.
Well,
It's
they
going to
nailed that.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's keeping it really honest. You're only going to get what you're putting in. And in this case, I guess we got exactly what they put in. Raisins.
Yeah.
And banana runts, apparently.
So, I mean, it would make you wonder, like, if we could snap our fingers and go to where this wine's produced, we could probably get a pretty good idea of why the end product is looking the way or tasting the way it's tasting, because we could clearly see like what the starting product is, based on the method in which it's created. So again, in the ideal world, we should be able to predict what to expect with a style of wine. So without the context of this specific very sexy bottle, in general, Colin, what would someone expect opening up a bottle of sparkling Gamay?
Ideally, it's a violet red color, which I think they nailed. The color is actually super pretty. That's the maybe one saving grace of this one. With lively bubbles, which they're not as lively as I would have thought. Aromatically, we're looking at strawberries, blackberries, maybe a stretch in this one, raspberries. We said red fruit. On the palate, it is supposed to be juicy and full, and sweetness is supposed to be a major part of what's going on here. A bottle would hopefully have that natural acidity that Gamay also has, which this bottle tends to be lacking. So, in a perfect world, that's what we'd be drinking tonight. Not that we'd be pairing food with this, but if we did have to pair food, again, in an ideal world, Joel, what are we pairing with this?
We are harping on some of the gaps here. I was hoping it'd be a little bit more elegant, but even here, I mean, I think what we want it to be and what this is, I would pair it with something that's pretty bold, like salty, savory foods, something to maybe account for the lack of acid that we have here. And then always, whenever we're talking about like a really nice deep red wine, dark chocolate comes to mind.
Yeah, I think this would actually go well with dark chocolate because it's a little bit sweeter. So those two things might go really well together. Aaron, how should this wine be served?
So, I mean, in the end, this is supposed to be just like a fun, like low thinking wine, just served like 40-ish degrees, so super chilled, which I think personally, I did not chill this enough by any means. So much colder than you would normally serve a white wine. We talked about the 20-20 rule, like letting it warm up for like 20 minutes. Don't do that. Immediately drink it as soon as you take it out
right
of the fridge, straight to the dome. And then, it's low alcohol, fruit forward, and just pour it right away. We talked last week about, is this a wine that you would mix with sangria? Would you not want to wait? Would you not want to mix it with something? Like you just, put fruit in it, put frozen fruit in it, like whatever you want to do. It's fun. Like do fun things with it. It's what it's for. All right. So we learned a lot. We learned what should be, and we learned what could have been, and so that's got me thinking, like, I just, before we give our final review, I need to know how this happened. I need to know how this happened, because when I was trying to, when Joel told us this was the wine, I Googled it, and the website's like one page, and it's like, here's the wine, and it's exclusively a Total Wine, so it's every Total Wine in the United States.
Thank God.
So it's broad enough and produced enough that it's at every single Total Wine. And when I look at the back of the bottle, and Joel, it says J.C. Boisset. And then it's produced by J.C. Boisset, imported by Boisset America, of the Boisset Collection. So it's all the same company and the same guy of the same everything. Who is J.C. Boisset?
Okay, research department just took a look at this. This is pretty crazy. Okay, Jean-Charles Boisset, French vintner, proprietor of the Boisset Collection, which operates 28 wineries in California, France, and Canada. He happens to be married to Gina Gallo of E&J Gallo Winery in
that's a wine
Modesto,
name.
California. So
No
these are like
way.
two pretty darn connected
Wow.
wine
That's
families
crazy.
with many years of making wine and operating vineyards in their history.
Man, that's
Yeah.
wild.
So
I don't even know how to process that.
So I think that is interesting, and that is something that, without us wasting too much time and like going down a rabbit hole and getting mad, we've met so many passionate, wonderful winemakers on this show. I think about Antonin being like, my dad's a gatekeeper, and I don't put anything out unless my dad tastes it and tells me it's good wine, and this is not that. And you know, like, and I
mean, you're talking about Gallo. Gallo is the largest producer of bottom tier wine, maybe in the world.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
You could fact check me on that, but it's
no, I know. I'm just saying. I'm saying I appreciate that, and I think we've had so much luck and experience like recently, which is trying like really great wine from so many different places, and this is just kind of like a back to reality kind of moment of just like, oh, there are like these big names of big people who are like just producing shit. And like putting this out there, it's at every fucking Total Wine, and it's just with this fancy label on it, and it's absolute trash. Let's go into the review.
Tastes like wine.
Colin, final thoughts. Anything else popping out to you? Has this opened up at all for you? Any last minute revelations? And give us your final review.
Yeah. So this is definitely a wine that with time stays as bad as it was when you first open it. Eric doesn't do anything for this. I don't know if there's much that would save this, to be honest. It's totally imbalanced. The fruit is not very nice. It just kind of hits you with gross the whole way through. We haven't had a drain wine in a long time, but that's where I'm putting this. It's just not good. I would not buy this again. I wouldn't want anybody else to drink this. It's just not good wine. Save your $15 and go do anything else with it. But don't buy this. So I'm putting this one straight down the drain.
Yeah, I said to y'all before the show, my first red flag is that when I walked in the store and I looked up where in the Total Wine this was, it was not in the sparkling wine section. It's like the other sparkling wines threw it out. It was just in another aisle, and it is offensively bad. It is offensively bad in just how little effort, like in my brain, like even the website is kind of just like flashily dumb. It's like trying to sell you on like put this in a little thing with rose petals and hand it to your wife on Valentine's Day. It's like this entire thing was made to look cheesy and for a gift, and ignore the fact that inside of it is garbage can water. So like this is bad. This is bad.
This is the hardest I've ever heard Aaron dump on anyone. I think that we've ever.
I'm mad because I like wine. You guys know, like I'm not snooty. Like I will drink anything that's tasty at any level, and I won't, rip on something because of technicalities. And this is offensive to me because it's just not a good product, and it's annoying that they're pushing it on a sexy label, and that's frustrating. So yeah, I'm annoyed by them. They've annoyed me. Drain wine. Joel, final thoughts.
I kind of like it. I think it's very approachable. It's only $15, guys. Yeah, this is pretty bad. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find a redeeming quality about this. Give me one more try. Yeah, it leaves a bad experience in your mouth and my tummy hurts. This is a drain wine. How's that for a
pretty
review?
much sums it up. Pretty much sums it up. But I will say, Joel, I do appreciate you. Of the three of us, you took the largest swing on
Thank
the
you.
sexy
Yes.
wine challenge. So
Yeah.
we have to give you some props for that
Thank you.
because not in a million years would I have ever thought this wine was going to be good, and it's not. So,
We should level the playing field next time we do. I think we should do this one again because I think this was fun. I think next time we specify that they all have to be sparkling wines because the sparkling wine definitely has a vibe, and I think if we were all looking for a sparkling wine, then Joel wouldn't have had to swing so big because all the sparkling wines,
I
kind
would
of
have
in that
this either
same
way. I was just so intrigued. I needed you guys to go on this journey with me, and it did not disappoint. Okay.
I'm gonna post the picture of your first choice, which I just couldn't get.
Yeah,
It just wasn't available.
That one I think would have been even worse. So I think actually this worked out okay.
Awesome. All right, folks. Hey, you know what? This is a big day for us. This is our first drain wine of 2026.
Yeah.
yeah, wow.
And it might
Impressive.
even be, is this our first unanimous drain wine?
Might be.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
I think this might be our first. I think every other wine in the past, at least one person has said it was a backup wine.
Congratulations, Forbidden Kiss.
You
did it.
did it. All right, so hey, first unanimous drain wine. You heard it here first, folks. Don't buy this wine. It is just not good. All right, so gentlemen, we did it. Our first challenge of 2026. How do you think we did? So
That was fun.
overall, let's start. Sexiest bottle.
Joel,
Come
we
on.
got to give it to Joel.
Come
I mean,
on.
it's a sexy bottle. It's
Thank
a sexy bottle. It is.
I mean,
Thank you.
I think what we've learned, gentlemen, is everyone has different perceptions of sexy. I find, sexy to be classy and romantic.
Man,
Nobody would call it
think
sexy. I win sexy.
Joel thinks
Let's
it's
go.
slutty. So, fine. Sluttiest bottle is Joel. You win. Okay.
Unbelievable.
Best.
Even in defeat, he's so graceful.
Well, no,
Isn't
because I
it
already
just a
see
beautiful
how
thing to
you.
watch?
I already see how you two steer this. I played it smart and safe, and I am gonna leave with nothing.
Yeah, he played it too
I
safe.
already
you
see how
played
this is
it
going.
yes.
Watch this.
You
Yeah.
played
Ready?
it wrong.
Joel.
Yeah.
Joel got a sexy bottle full of
Mhm.
trash water.
Mhm.
Joel has one prize.
Correct.
Colin.
Yes.
Best wine. Colin
It's
White.
really close between mine and yours, but I think the Sauvignon Blanc was the best of the three.
Being truly, truly objective, your Rioja was good, and it was a good Rioja. Colin's Sauv Blanc was a really cool Sauv Blanc, so I have to give it to Colin's as well.
All right, so best overall wine, Collins.
Yeah.
And now overall winner.
That's a little tougher because I think Aaron, you and I failed pretty miserably on the sexy part. I'm gonna have to give it to mine overall.
Go ahead. See, great. Great. See, I disagree terribly. I think my bottle was very nice. And I think my wine was very nice. I think
It
your
was
bottle was
nice.
trash. And your
If
wine
this
was very
was
good.
nicest wine with nicest
Yeah.
label, you
No.
would be a shoe-in. But
And that's why I think we
wasn't.
should leave it to the people. And I think you guys don't want to leave it to the people because you're afraid of what the people will say.
It's very clearly Collins was marginally sexier than yours and
Marginally.
a little bit better of wine. So
Yeah.
of course,
It's marginal.
It's not even a
yeah,
question.
it's not. Thank you, Joel. Thank you.
All right. Colin is the winner of our first challenge. Well done. Your
Thank you very
trophy's in the
much.
mail.
Oh, we get trophies.
Appreciate
That's
And,
cool.
well, you
I didn't
win a
know
bottle of wine. Colin, you won a bottle of Forbidden Kisses. You actually won a case. Congratulations.
Fantastic.
All right, folks. All jokes aside, Colin is the overall winner. Congrats on the first challenge. But we'd also love to hear what you think. What do you think was the sexiest bottle? And if you've tried the wine, which one do you like the most? We would love to hear from you. And if you haven't tried them, you know what? We really recommend the Rioja. We really recommend the Sauvignon Blanc. Give them a try. Let us know what you think.
Skip the kisses.
Yeah, don't get those kisses.
There's a reason they're forbidden. Okay,
We
learned
should
that
have listened
now.
to the title of the wine.
Yeah,
They warned us ahead of time.
yeah.
They
It's
warned
true.
us.
They did indeed.
All right, before you go, we're going to play a game. And this game is PiNope or ChardonnYay. All right, gentlemen. So PiNope or ChardonnYay. we just tried sparkling Gamay. And you know what? It didn't go how we wanted. So, PiNope or ChardonnYay,
Understatement.
diving back in and trying it again. Going
This
out.
wine specifically?
No, never
Okay.
again.
Okay,
Never forget.
Yeah.
Finding another sparkling Gamay. Trying another one of these dark red, bubbly blood wines out there, but maybe one that's made with love and skill.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say ChardonnYay. The reason being, when we were going through, kind of like what you should expect from a sparkling Gamay and what we were experiencing, obviously some margin in there for some different experiences, and what we were reading about sounded really great and really cool. So I would love to actually go and continue going down that path.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a total Chardonnay. Like I said at the beginning, I was actually kind of excited about the idea of this wine because Gamay is so light and fresh, fun. If you can bottle that into a sparkling wine, I think that would be a fantastic bottle of sparkling wine. So I would absolutely love to get out there and see if anybody else is doing it because I think it could be really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you all. Like, if I've learned nothing else from this show, is that there's so many types of wine out there that surprise me and are wonderful. This is the outlier, right? We've had so many great experiences, and so many surprises, and this was a bummer. And I'm happy to try this style again. Now, if the next time we open up a sparkling Gamay, it tastes like this, I might go ahead and write the style off and say, you know what, this ain't for me. But I'm absolutely willing to ChardonnYay it another time.
Love that.
All right. Hey, interesting episode. We learned some stuff. Always exciting. First challenge of the year in the books. We have an exciting month coming up. We got some interviews coming our way. We have a whole lot of other really cool wines coming at us. Until then, Joel, can you let the listener know where they can find us?
Oh my God, totally. Yeah. I'm so shocked that you went to me that I can't think of it right now. Oh my God. Listen, Instagram, YouTube, just search Stop Wasting Your Wine. That's where we are. That's where we're hanging out. Go check out stopwastingyourwine.com. That's it. Those are the places. Come chat with us.
Nailed it.
Absolutely amazing. All right, folks. Thanks for listening to us. We're so excited. We'll see you next week.
And remember, stop wasting your wine.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.